a lot of very smart people's wishes. I can tell you it's totally against my wishes.
So top three, you're saying security?
Security, I would say, I say all top three are security, but healthcare, education would be probably three. That would be top. And then you can go on from there. But the military and the secure country, so that we have a country, believe me, we've never been in a position, in my opinion, where our country is so vulnerable. Our military is being eaten away. When General Odierno left recently, a year ago, I was watching him on maybe your show, one of the shows, and he said that the United States Army, the United States military forces have never been so, and I think he used the word depleted, but basically he said they're exhausted.
So just to follow up though.
That's a pretty sad commentary. And honestly, even though he was retiring at the time, and I had a lot of respect for him, good man, but even though he was leaving at the time, people shouldn't say that because you're giving the enemy ideas. But if I get in, our military will be bigger, better, stronger than ever before. It's the cheapest thing we can do.
So in terms of federal government role, you're saying security, but you also say healthcare and education should be provided by the federal government.
Those are two of the things. Yeah, sure. There are obviously many things. Housing, providing great neighborhoods.
Because aren't you against the federal government's involvement in education? Don't you want it to devolve to state?
No, I want it to go to state. Yeah, absolutely.
So that's right not part of what the federal government role
the federal government, but the concept of the country is the concept that we have to have education within the country, and we have to get rid of Common Core, and it should be brought to the state level. Absolutely.
And federal health care run by the federal government.
Health care. We need health care for our people. We need a good Obamacare is a disaster.
But is that something the federal government should be doing?
The government can lead it, but it should be privately done. It should be privately done. So that health care, in my opinion, we should probably have, we have to have private health care. We don't have competition in health care. The problem that we have in our country is we don't have competition. It's made because the politicians, oh, by the way, I'm self-funding. I am self-funding, so the healthcare companies aren't taking care of me, but they're taking care of everyone else. Wait 1 second. We don't have bidding. We don't have competition in healthcare, and it's a disaster. Obamacare, if you take a look at your premiums, they're going up 35, 45, 55%. And the deductibles are so high you'll never get to use it.
You always say you're self-funding. How much do you think your campaign has cost so much? In the past you've said 25 million.
I'd say I'm in right now I'm in for about $35 million right now.
Okay.
We take the small loans, the people that send $17.50 or $250, even $1,000.
But you solicit those on your website.
No, I sell hats and shirts.
Sure, but you do solicit donations on your website.
I don't really think so. I think,
yeah, you do. You have two spots where you do it.
It's peanuts. Okay,
it's not peanuts. $7 million. It's a lot of money.
I'll tell you what I've done is I'm in for about $35 million.
It's about a third of your campaign is funded by other people.
It's not a third. Whatever the hats are, they also cost something.
Well, according to the FEC, you've raised more than, I think, $7 million last time I checked.
Let me put it differently.
From individual donations.
I am not soliciting money from insurance companies and from lumber companies and from banks and from. If I did, I would have made Jeb Bush look like a baby. I have turned down more $10 million offers. Just the other night, I'm in Florida, and a very, very rich friend of mine comes up. Donald, I'd like to give you $10 million. I'll give you anything
You've actually been loaning your campaign a lot of money. Are you going to have your campaign pay you back at some point?
I doubt it, but it just seems to be the way.
But that's a possibility? You have your campaign pay